What's good, everybody? This is ClockInTv, and today I'm going to be debuting a new series called Rewind in Time, where people come and give us good story time. So make sure y'all tune in, and I hope you guys enjoy
She
it.
mad at a nigga, he ain't not like me. My youngin' tie you up, put your ass right on a white tee. Pre about the 10, you niggas fucking hype beasts.
Alright, so my name's Vincent, and this is the story of the worst three-man in human existence, right? Alright, so first it started off, this one John I know I was friends with. She had posted her friend on the gram, like it was a new post. Mind you, this is like 2022. Oh no, this is 2021 actually. Like probably like October, right? So I'm like, oh yo, put me onto your friend. And she started laughing. I'm just like, what are you laughing about? Like, I'm so serious. I'm trying to get with this John. Like, I'm trying to crack buns. Like, what are you doing? And she was like, oh, I'll see what I can do. You know how girls are. They be like, oh, I'll see what I can do. And then they just don't put you on at all. I be hating that, right? So later on, probably like December, I had found out my man was cracking a joint that that I asked, not the joint that I was asking about, but the joint I asked. I found out he was cracking her, and I was like, oh shoot, this could work. So later on, early January 2022, right? My man's hit me up. He like, yo, you trying to go link these joints? I'm like, who? He sent me there's 3 joints. The one joint he was cracking, the one I was trying to get with, and then it was like some random joint, right? So it was, I'm not gonna say no names, but we slid down to DSU. Mind you, this like my second time going to DSU, so I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is we went to Tubman, right? And everybody know how Tubman women are. But yeah, so we went to Tubman, came in. They was like, oh, we're gonna play Truth or Dare, you know, Jenga. You know how game nights be, you know, play some Jenga or like a drinking game or something like that. We ain't had no drinks and nothing. Like they had some like small bottle of Amsterdam. Like, what are we gonna do with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we gonna do with that? So we start writing shit down on the blocks. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, so mind you, this is my first 3-man. So I'm just sitting there. I'm like, so when does the sex happen? When do we get down to the sex? Like, when do we get nasty? Right? So I'm just sitting there, I'm just playing my role, you know, I'm writing stuff down, like just random stuff, right? We get into the game. My man's, he's the first one, he had pulled a block. The block said, what's your favorite position to do? I said, wait, what? I said, what is going on? Like, wait, what is going on here? I'm like, I'm supposed to get that block. Bro, I was like, I'm supposed to get that block, right? So the third John that was with us, that nobody knew, he grabbed her, he picked her up, he put her in some like crazy position on the bed. We like, I'm like, bro, did you just do that? Did you just do that? And then we continued on with the game, right? Then like we got bored or something. Like we got bored of the game. I'm like, yo, what are we doing? Like I hate this game. Like, could we just get to the sex? Like, what's going on here, right? So then we start playing this one game. I forgot what it was called, but basically like you had to like pick something out. Then you had to go in the bathroom with like the opposite sex or something, and you had to do whatever the card said, right? Or if it said like freestyle or whatever, you just do whatever in there, right? So I had got one of the Johns, and it said freestyle, right? So I tell the John like, yo, let's go in the bathroom real quick. You know what I mean? And mind you, before any of this happened, we was in a group chat and she was talking crazy. I wish I still had the text message. Oh my God. She was talking to me crazy. Like you would have thought like once we got in that bathroom, it was go time, right? So she sit on the sink. I'm standing in front of her. I'm like, I had gum in my mouth. I spilled my gum out. I'm like, all right, we about to get down to it. And why, when I put my hand on her leg and she was like, I'm not really, you know, I said that in a text, but I'm not really, you know, with this, you know, I just really met you. And I'm just like, bro, like, why would you bait this? We already in the bathroom. Like, this is third base. I'm trying to go home and I'm trying to go home base and you stop me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, no means no. So I'm just like, all right, bet. We just gonna shake hands. Like I shook her hand and then we walked out the bathroom, right? And everybody like, yeah. I'm like, nah, we ain't do nothing, bro. So I'm sitting there sad as shit, and she over there laughing with her friends. I'm like, oh, this is a setup from the jump. Cause the whole time they was bidding, like throwing like these little shots at me. And you know, people like to throw shots at me. People like to bid, cause you know I like to bid. So it was like nothing. But once they got together and they started laughing and shit, I was just like, yeah, this is a setup. So right later on, the one joint that my mans was cracking and my mans, they went in the bathroom. They was like telling everybody to get out because they was about to go in the bathroom and do their thing, right? So I think she either lived in Warren or she lived in Jenkins or something like that, right? So we had slid back to her dorm, me and my mans, and we was just sitting there chilling. Mind you, I was kind of already talking to somebody, like in the beginning stages talking to somebody. So I'm just like, yo, I'm at DSU. Where are you? Where's your dorm at? Whatever. And she was like, I think we were in Warren. And she was like, oh, I'm in Jenkins. And I don't know why I did this, but I asked the John that I was trying to crack. I was like, yo, so how far is Jenkins from here? And she was like, she started snapping on me. She was like, oh, so you got another bitch? Oh, you're cut. I'm like, whoa, what? I'm like, yo, I ain't even get no buns yet. You talking about I'm cut? Like, what are you talking about? So I'm just like, yeah, I got another joint. Like, it's not like you don't got other niggas. Like, you're a girl at DSU. Like, I know you got other niggas, right? Then her and my mans, they started talking about some deep shit. I'm just like, yo, bro, why are we talking about this? And I'm trying to crack. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, what is going on, right? So my mans, he got done cracking the joint. He came back, picked us up, and I'm like, yo, bro, don't you ever set up a 3-man like that ever again, bro. That was the worst 3-man I ever went on my life. Didn't get no buns. The Johns was bidding on me. I was trying to get some buns. And then my mans was the only one that cracked something. I'm like, what? My other mans, he ain't really come to crack no joints. He just come to split the defense. But like, I ain't get no buns. The Johns was bidding. Like, the Johns bidding was probably the worst part. I'm not gonna lie. That was probably the worst part. Only cause like it felt so embarrassing, like coming out and everybody was so hype. All my friends was hype. It's like, yeah, Vincent, he did something. I'm just like, nah, I ain't do nothing, bro. Like, but yeah, bro. Then I went home. I sat on the couch for probably like an hour, and I was like, what just happened? What just happened? I did a post-game interview. I did a little rundown of my stats. You know, one missed shot. You know, one like air ball. Bro, that shit was bad. That shit was bad. Like, I was thinking about that shit for like a week at least. Like, I was crying, bro. Like, no, I didn't cry. I actually cried, but like on the inside, I was sick as shit. Cause I'm like, yo. Cause I'm like, yo, why did she let me hit? Like, you know what I mean? Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I hated her for like a cool 3 months. Then I finally texted her. I'm just like, yeah, I hated you and your friend for a while. And she was like, I don't know why you hated me. What do you mean? What do you mean? Why did I hate you? You was talking crazy in the messages, and then when it came down to do it, you didn't want to do it. Like, listen, I understand first time, but first time cracking on the first link. Like, that happens all the time. Like, you know how many jumps? You know what? That's a story for another time. But yeah, that's what happened, man. It was bad. One of my worst moments ever. I don't think I ever went on a 3-man with them ever again. Yeah, I never went on a 3-man ever again with them. I never went on a 3-man ever after that. Only 2-mans. Only 2-mans and solo missions. Bro. Yeah, that's it, bro.
She mad at a nigga, he ain't nothing like me. My youngin' tie you up, put your ass right on a white tee. Pre about the 10, you niggas fucking hype beast. I been slaughter out, why the fuck is she a wifey?